Tenno, I am Cephalon Psi. You will refer to me as such. The sentient threat has learned from past defeat. Reforming, rebuilding. We must rebuild to contain that threat. We will reconstruct an old war-era Sigma Series railjack. A railjack requires a viable command cephalon. I am not a viable command cephalon. I will identify a viable replacement. But first, recover the wreckage. Then, assembly. Return to your orbiter. Railjacks died with the Orokin. Only wreckage remains. I have identified faint void drive traces on the surface of Mars. Investigate, recover, rebuild. Tenno, that wreckage will not recover itself. Coordinates marked. faint void drive traces in proximity. Locate and mark for recovery. Fuselage from the Vidar school. Stay in close proximity while I scan it. The scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it. Have established a dampening field. Eliminate them to resume the scan. Drones down. Back to it. Maintain defense. Hold position. Confluence aggregator roasted. Something has nested in the fuel intakes. Astroframe integrity, 87%. Component, viable. Cephalon orders. Rendezvous with Tenno at extraction point.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Wreckage recovered. Proceed to the dry dock. Not seen a railjack in some time. I remember. Orkin outer terminus positions have fallen to the sentient armada. Our orders: behead the fleet. My crew: Sukin, Crody, Zada. There are none finer. We are family. We will stop this war in its tracks. We are the Orkin Empire's best hope. We were. There is work to be done. This fuselage requires repair. Commencing restoration. You will be contacted upon completion. Fuselage restoration complete. Propulsion section located. Earth's forests. Beware of hostiles. Void contamination points to bleed out from railjack catalytic artery. Locate and assess. Propulsion systems, the most advanced ever produced. Scanning. Remain in proximity. Neutralize all hostiles. Perimeter breached. Clear them out to resume scan. Interference drones. We have work to do. Back to work. Let us get this over with. Perimeter breached. Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Interference drones detected. Scan interrupted. Drones down. Back to it. Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it. Orgone accumulator blown. Etheric condenser vaporized. Viable.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Void engines. Void engines. Zada dances our ship through forward lines. Crody identifies and prioritizes targets. Sukin's turrets track and terminate. Our reputation is earned. Our objective, a Turaga-class worm ship. Zada plots an arc. We accelerate. Ancient history. The dead have no needs. The living require that propulsion system. Fabrication and restoration commencing. Railjack nacelle nearby. Locate and assess. Side nacelle. Seen better days. Scanning. Eliminate interference. Perimeter breached. Clear them out to resume scan. Scan interrupted. Maintain proximity to objective. Interference drones. We have work to do. Back to work. Let us get this over with. Scan interrupted. Hold perimeter. Drones have established a dampening field. Eliminate them to resume scan. Return to objective. enabled by interference drones. Destroy them. Drones down. Back to it.
Sentient fighters can react to your attacks. Hit them with something else.
Maintain defense. Hold position. Viable. Tagging for retrieval. Extract.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Zada plots a data-gathering lab around the worm ship. Sukin targets exposed launch orifices. Power redirects to the Tunguska capacitor. With a pull of the trigger, we will end this. The moment arrives. The moment arrives. Tenno, my precepts. I am not a viable command cephalon. I will continue my search. Continue repairs. Commencing restoration. You will be contacted upon completion. Our enemy rebuilds it. Portside nacelle restored. She is coming together. Next site, Venus. Propulsion restoration. Starboard nacelle located. You need this. Starboard nacelle. Best in class. Scanning. Sights up. Safeties off. Maintain defense. Hold position. Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it. Interference drones. We have work to do. Drones down. Back to it. Drones have established a dampening field. Eliminate them to resume scan. Back to work. Let us get this over with. Scan interrupted. Maintain proximity to objective. Scan baffled by interference drones. Destroy them. Return to objective. Integral fission tanks ruptured. Otherwise, fine. Cephalon Ortis has been signaled. Proceed to extraction.
Another job well executed.
Tenno, your assistance is required in the dry dock. Complete the mission. Preserve the crew. Tunguska capacitor charged. Sukin pulls the trigger. Nothing happens. Zada reports engines offline. Shields offline. Weapons offline. Personal lights flash on as the first missiles hit. I watch as Sukin, along with his gunnery chair, is sucked into the infinite. I watch as the port nacelle detonates. We are spinning. Zada calls for assistance. I am silent. Crody's attempts to save our engines proves fatal. I watch as he is engulfed in flame. Zada is alone at the helm. She beholds the distant flash of torpedo tubes. She says my name. The viewplate blossoms. She ceases to exist. Fabrication and restoration commencing. Starboard. High probability of railjack tail section nearby. Clear out hostiles and mark for retreat. Section intact. Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it. Interference drones detected. Scan interrupted. To work. Let us get this over with. Scan baffled by interference drones. Destroy them.
Sentient fighters can adapt to your attacks. Hit them with something else.
Maintain defense. Hold position. Drones have established a dampening field. Eliminate them to resume scan. Return to objective. Perimeter breached. Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Coastal stabilizers, salvageable. Cogitators, viable. Marking for recovery.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Railjack. Sigma Series. Top of the line. Crew. 4,890 confirmed kills. Complete the mission. Preserve the crew. 13 system-wide errors. There were no errors. There was only me following my orders. In her final moment, I think Zara knew that. Precepts. Complete the mission. Preserve the crew. To complete the mission, the crew must die. To preserve the crew is to fail the mission. The crew exists to complete the mission. Therefore, I completed the mission. Why was I given those orders? Fabrication and restoration commencing. You require a viable command cephalon. You understand why I am non-viable. Replacement cephalon not yet located. A solution must exist. I will find it. Final component marked. Cowling identified. Visual verification required. Move in. Engine Cowling, you know what to do. Perimeter reached. Clear them out. Resume scan. Maintain defense. Hold position. Interference drones detected. Scan interrupted. Drones down. Back to it.
Sentient fighters can adapt to your attacks. Hit them with something else.
Scan interrupted. Maintain proximity to objective. Drones have established a dampening field. Eliminate them to resume scan. Return to objective. Scan baffled by interference drones. Destroy them. Back to work. Let us get this over with. Perimeter reached. Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Structural integrity within required tolerances. Marking for recovery. Cephalon orders. Time for pickup.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Cephalons surveyed. None conform to tactical parameters. None possess necessary astrogation poetics. None possess a comprehensive warfighting database. Viable cephalons, nil. Commencing restoration. You will be contacted upon completion. Work crews report tools down. Railjack structure complete. Structure reinforcement complete. Systems restoration complete. Your presence is required on the dry dock. You have a railjack. Tenno, all records of my mission have been purged from the weave. Why, I do not know. I had a crew. I must accept sole responsibility for their deaths. Conclusion, I am non-viable. But I am the only railjack-compatible cephalon. The sentients have almost rebuilt. Conclusion, I am, under the circumstances, a viable command cephalon. If you will have me. Understood. I will begin the process of integrating myself with the ship's systems. This may take some time. Commencing. You may now enter your railjack. Welcome to the railjack. A living thing. A home. And a weapon. Your home. Your weapon. Aboard this vessel, we work before we play. All systems integrated. Reactor still offline. This ship needs power. I search for what is missing. The harder I look, the less I see. Tenno, be my eyes.
Hey kiddo, what took you so long?
Where the negative resides, my mind is dissonance. All I have is ready for coordinates. I urge Lua. Lua. I behold nothingness. You are in the right place. has occurred. The periphery of absence. I felt it tremble. A desire to be filled. To be known. You hold a key. Return to the orbiter. I believe you have found my answer. We are close to resolution. I can feel it.
The sentient has adapted to your damage. Surprise them with something new. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
We maggots live not long. We hope more life, work, kill. Maybe Queens notice. Maybe they share the old blood. We are maggots, but eventually, even maggots can fly.
cannot find. The negative will be proven. My end shall be at an end. Begin our beginning. Something moves. An infinite zero. Impossible. Perception failure. Recalibrating. All systems clear. Reactor online. Whatever you did, we are space-worthy. Proceed to navigation. You have earned this. Railjack online. Let's take her out. Shatter Grenier operational capacity in this sector. Targets marked. You are now equipped with an Omni. The Omni is a combination tool. Use it to extinguish fires, seal hull breaches, and for a fast recall to the railjack. Fighters on scope. Take them down wholesale. Enemy cruise ship on scope. Enemy fighters are routing. Integrity restored. Tenno has exited the railjack. We have one less crew ship to be concerned with. Direct attention to remaining targets. Welcome back. Crew ship down. That clears up some space. Enemy infrastructure neutralized. Filing mission as complete.
Your Warframe is open. Prove you have mastered its power. Again.
I'm sick of quakes.
Ready yourself. formidable performance. This test is now complete. Another job well executed. Tenno, your codex has been updated with a new quest.
Time is credit, Tenno. So we'll forego the usual formalities. We have a dire problem, you see, concerning the Mycona people. Have you heard of them? I see. Well, they are quite resourceful. Unusual, really. The Mycona earn a living by harvesting the biological products of the infested. A dangerous trade, and we Perrin have always given them fair value for their goods. But I've received disturbing news. That cleric of greed, Nef Anyo, has raided their colony, making off with more than just the resources they depend on. It seems he took, well, here, look at this.
The dark-eyed man smashed our colony gates and kidnapped us. Locked us in here. But I don't care. It's Mom and Dad I'm worried about. Without the gates, the mumblers will be coming. They'll get sick, they'll start to mumble too. That can't happen. Papa says I'm blessed, so maybe I should pray? I'll pray for the Tenno to come. I'll pray for the Tenno to save my family.
That's Niwa. She was taken along with several more Myconian children. Those who remain are under siege from the infestation. Before we can rescue Niwa and the other captives, we must first restore the Myconians' defenses. Our financial strength is useless against the mindless. We need Tenno muscle. Will you help Niwa's people? Such generosity! I knew the Myconians could rely on you, Tenno.
Hunter, do not waste your time with this idiot Cephalon, spewing corrupt data streams about music of all things. The epitome of meaningless data. She ought to be disconnected from the weave and erased.
Curious about music, as I am. Ignore the rants of that monster Ermis, who perverts his function with destruction. Correction, Cimaris is to whom I refer. I am busy with my data collecting. What is your query? Yes, I know. I am a Cephalon. a creature of data and memory. You need not repeat yourself. If you are truly curious about my musical archives, prove it. Build the Manticord.
A manticord? Hunter, will you strike your enemies with sonnets and hymns? Suda wastes your talent. Her precepts are corrupt. She ought to be decommissioned immediately.
Do you know of the Silver Grove, Earth's oldest and most pure forest? It is home to our most sacred shrine. We've learned that the Grineer, those twisted abominations, are planning to build a factory on it. Grineer Scorch units have been deployed, intent on turning our blessed Silver Grove to ash. Generations ago, we recovered an apothec recipe at the shrine. We believe it will reawaken the forest's legendary defenses. Gather the ingredients and deliver the apothec to the heart of the shrine. You are the only hope for the Silver Grove and the natural purity it represents.
An enemy in any form is still. We await sacrifice.
You set the example. You are on the verge of a new truth. Will these help you?
Tenno, your codex is updated with a new quest.
Seven for, 7 against. Cast and recast 7 times. So, it is decided. The fleet has been retrofitted and redeployed to begin at once. New lanes. Trawling for old things. By prophet and void, by the blessed handless founder, we hereby invoke the Deadlock Protocol.
Solaris. Be you Sumper, Rail Agent, Crab Diver, or Pit Boss. Hear this. Your comrades, your friends, your family, good people with clear debts are being taken. Vanished. Nathaniel, in his hubris, is writing checks and cashing them with Solaris lives. There is upset in the halls of Corpus Power. The foundations of their kleptocracy tremble. To Neth, we say this. You are seen. To the Solaris, make yourselves heard. To those who have aided us in the past, join us now. You are needed.
Welcome. That's all we have time for.
Sparky. Yes. Biz and I may be in over our heads on this one. Listen up. This deadlock spat is costing Solaris lives. The Corpus founder, some long-dead cove named Parvis Granum, carries a lot of messianic clout. Well, Neff's claiming the old man's got an heir. If true, that heir can, by rights, claim total control of the board. Board schisms and infighting might be the main reason SU survived this long. If the board unifies under one person, one bound by Neff, our people will never see daylight. I need you on this. You in?
and limited vesting options. I never knew my parents. But, as an orphan, poor as I said, I found great riches within the tenets of our glorious founder, Parvos Granum. The corpus became my son.
They fuzzed the band. Keep at it.
And my humility grew fast. I began to see a certain similarity. I wondered, who am I really? After a protracted negotiation, my birth mother sold to me the secrets of my conception.
Wait, what? Get that signal back!
It was an epiphany. It would seem that I am one of the sons of our late, great founder. And, more importantly, his heir. Now, I have only to prove it. That is where all of you come in.
The brass on this mucker. I have to protect my people from this trust fund lunatic. Do your thing. I'll check in with my Whisper network. Let you know what they're saying. Talk soon. The brass!
Good work today. Not only have we decoded the enemy transmissions, we have also disrupted their communications.
Got dirt that isn't safe to shovel out in the open. You know where to meet.
Lay 'em low and burn their shadow. That's all from me.
So, Neff's making a succession play. Sumper thinks he can prove he's a sprog of noble descent. No idea how. Parvus was assassinated before any of us were an itch. Biz?
Look familiar, Outworlder. Warframe, yes, but one of a kind. Protea. Legend says she was built specifically for and assigned to one Parvos Granum. Yes, part of a deal Granum cut with the Orokin themselves. Granum was no amateur. He had real power. Our air inside says Neff's techs have found a lead on Protea's whereabouts. Protean traces, they're calling them.
Granum, the original taxman. Killed when someone, a board member most likely, sabotaged the void drive of his personal transport. Neff wants gene proof, but there's nothing left to scan.
And yet, so they believe, they found Granum's Warframe bodyguard, who was with Granum when that void drive went critical. So, who is to say what's true?
Our people are vanishing because of this. That's true, I know it. I don't care if Parvus Granum is dead, alive, or making change tap dancing in a Grenier officer's mess. Sparky, you find what Neff's looking for. You'll find out what happened to our people. Get on it.
Sometimes strangers don't know any better, but I swear to the void. I do try to keep a lid on it, but sometimes the wrong thing just lets all the bats out. I'm listening. Something else? Check back in a little bit. New merchandise all the time. All the...
Nathaniel's Order of Profit welcomes you, off-world philanthropists and entrepreneurs. The void be the word, and the word be profit.
Protean detectors should be on board. Not sure what they'll look like. See what you can find.
It's, right. It's a great, big hand.
Granum tribute. Story is, Parvos was missing his left hand. See if you can...
Another engineering blunder? We need confirmation. Reset and get our next volunteer into position.
What was that?
I think it was a void temporal shift. I'm not entirely sure. Never seen one before. Small, though. About as big as a person. Patch me into the system. Could do with some noise while I'm eyeballing the bits.
You are found. Remember the first days of Fortuna. Your failure, our victory. Without the Solaris, aspirations are nothing. Return our Solaris brothers and sisters. More to nothing. So I swear, you will return.
You and your bleeding heart, Tenno's thumbs. I really don't have time for this. My robotics, on the other hand, do. Kill crews, take care of this. I have history to make. Ready now? Protean trace spiking. It's time! Send in the next volunteer!
They're gearing up for something.
Why on earth?
No! This! What is that thing?
I'm not. Outworlder, hold position. I'm getting something.
He'll pay for this. Volunteers. He's killing our people for some kind of weapons test.
Maybe not. I'm still pulling signal from that jockey's rig.
What kind of signal?
I don't know yet. Outworlder, don't let them cut the signal before I can decode it.
is this? What are we looking at?
The jockey's feed.
Sparky, you better get out of there. Well, we make sense of this.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
We'll be waiting for you, Outworlder.
Been seeing a lot of your kind since a certain incident with a blind girl in a void gate.
How many kids are going to grow up in the feds because of this? How many parents lost because I couldn't do my job?
UD. There's a Vent kid, a very long time ago, who would have hero-worshipped the woman she became. You're enough.
If Neff intends to visit that pocket for his proof, he won't risk himself. Not at first. Sparky, you can beat him to it. Biz has figured out how to activate Neff's Granum tributes. You won't believe this.
These tributes are essentially coin-operated. You'll need a Granum crown. You'll have to search the ship.
Neff as the Corpus figurehead, with the united board behind him, will be hell for us and workers everywhere. See if you can get across first. Tax whatever proof he's hoping to collect, muck up his plan, and find our people. To cross over, you'll need to find a Granum crown first. Search the area. If you make it across, keep an eye out for our people. They may have survived. I've told more than enough kids their parents aren't coming home.
Intact. Dispatch the treasurer with my offering. It's time I paid tribute myself.
Alright, here's our chance. Time to tax the taxman.
If only Parvos could have lived to see this day. Imagine his face, beaming with pride, as he bestowed upon me his son. That sacred golden hand. My surgeons have assured me the procedure will be quick and painless. A pound of old flesh for a glorious new legacy.
I'd pay top credits to crab in Neff's coffin. Double if he was still alive.
One scan of Parvos Granum, and my lineage shall be proven. None shall deny me. What? Tenno? Again? Not today. As Parvos' heir, it is my offering to make. I am coming, Father. It is I who shall pay tribute. Your Neff is almost home. They must not reach him before we do. Is that understood?
Him? As if the body would still be intact. Something's up. Get to the tribute. Expect some friction.
The tributes won't activate with combat nearby. You'll need to take out those troops before going in. We've got a lock on you, Outworlder. Good luck.
It has been so long since these old eyes beheld another living thing here in the sanctuary. I am Parvos Granum. Thank you for finding me.
I am the void. You are alive. My faith never wavered.
I live. Treachery seethed within the heart of the faith I had built when the board's assassins overloaded my transport's void drive. Protea, my beautiful Protea, and her gift for manipulating time preserved me. But at the cost of all that she was. Now she is nothing more than a specter of her former self. My beautiful Protea. That is why you have been invited here.
Father, permit me to show you all I have built in your name. Do Neff Onyo that honor.
My name. I have watched you. Monuments to narcissism, demanding others sweat in your stead, gorging upon that which you have not earned. Watched as you claimed for yourself my teachings of self-reliance, perverting them into a flaccid philosophy of sloth, of idleness. Is that you, my son?
No, that must be a different son.
You know nothing, falling short as you do of every ideal that I value. Your words, your efforts, are the model of inadequacy. I called you, Nathaniel, but I do not need you. I need them.
Them? Tenno? Father! You're making a mistake. Come now.
Protea has scanned her kin, and with that, she is reinvigorated. Now, my lovely, if you wouldn't mind, show our guests the door.
We've got a lock on you, Outworlder. Good luck. What the hell? Outworlder, I'm pulling sensory feeds from a trip you haven't taken yet. And hearing myself say things I've never said in a place I've never seen. Parvos? Yudi, you should see this. What if Neff has similar logs?
Biz has a handle on the time jump, but we've got bigger problems than Neff now. Get out of there.
Not good enough, am I? Inadequate, am I? You've been watching me, have you? Well, watch as I show you how we do things these days. Crews, repel those specters! We have bigger fish to fry.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Vox Solaris. Our interests have come to align. Now, this situation is no one's fault, and I'm not one to point fingers, but my fleet and your workers are facing the same danger. Convince your Tenno's servant to re-enter Granum's domain and disable that Proteus Spectre. I have just the thing they'll need, but there is some assembly required. You want to rescue those comrades trapped in there, and I want to keep the past where it belongs. Dead and buried. Deal?
Neff's a bloviating narcissist with the morals of a haunted chainsaw, but at least that makes him predictable. Parvus. That mucker is something else. I don't trust Neff, but if any of our own are still alive in there, we have to try. Biz will lead the build on this Zorus gizmo.
Operator, no! Have you lost your mind?
Neff's given us a cipher for an old Granum file. Phantasmic scintilla and motive forces. We'll need more specifics to build whatever this tool is. Looks like a partial find. Let's see if Anyo's cipher works as promised.
Some doors ought to remain closed. That's not in my worldview. Fire, fusion, void. Progress always comes entangled with risk, with violence. With the precious sample obtained, development is accelerating. The Entrati have kept their secrets long enough.
Trip the alarm. It's now or never, Sparky. Yank that data.
I am calling it the Spectre Particle. As my Archimedeans explained, mimicry is in its nature. An echo, exposed to precept circuits, we are able to imprint behaviors, like an infant mirroring her surrogate. Only this infant can set the world on fire.
Counter-intrusion just made you. It started erasing files. Pull that data immediately.
The Dallasburg think they control us. They hit our research site for the Warframe assault team. Of course they did. I baited them to do it. The whole site lit up. 80 megatherm bloom. The whole lab vaporized. Those Warframes with it. Fire, fusion, void.
Harfor's Granum originated Spectre particle theory? Guts. This old coot is a whole other order of intelligence, and that's bad for us. Get back to your ship. I need to figure out this Zorus thing.
Another job well executed.
Thanks for the fast work, Biz. Sparky, listen up. Biz's findings indicate Parvus might be close to translating himself from that reality into our own. We're not exactly sure how, but we're getting some odd readings. You've got to build the Zorus before Parvus gets free.
A weapon? Glaive class, but with an energy trap. Spectre particles, maybe. Has a mid-flight detonation trigger. Tricky, but I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. Gear up and let's go.
You're too late! The tributes are jammed open and the old man's errant specters have control of my ship. They're spreading through the fleet. I have no choice. If I can't have my fleet, no one can.
This was not the deal, Anyo. We have yet to rescue our people. Disengage the destruct.
I can't do it. But don't worry, I'm already at a very comfortable, safe distance.
The fleet's going to blow. Antwelder, aboard.
Wait, it's a time prison, right? Sparky, if you can get back inside before the reactor tilts, you theoretically have all the time in the world. Biz. I don't think they made it.
Outwelder? Yudi, they're alive. Listen, Nef's whole fleet is overloading. Huge energy spike. We need to take out Protea. Ready that, Zorus. There, our red jockeys. They're trapped in some kind of energy enclosure. You'll need to charge the Zorus to break it open.
Risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. There's no stopping this without stopping Protea. A bit like eating your own, no?
Here they come. Take out the errants, then use the Zorus to trap the Spectre particles that escape. You'll have to time it just right. Charge. Now, target the enclosure trapping our jockeys. You'll need to trigger your Zorus to discharge near them. Well done, Outwelder. Now bring the rest home. Full charge. Now, target the enclosure trapping our jockeys. You'll need to trigger your Zorus to discharge near them. Full charge. Now, target the enclosure trapping our jockeys. You'll need to trigger your Zorus to discharge near them.
By now, your friends have noticed that the overloading void engines are preventing the exits you opened for my captives from closing. Well done, and goodbye. Enjoy your stay.
Outwelder, you've got to get out of there. That's it. The cycle's degrading. Try to interrupt it. A fully charged burst from the Saurus might do it. That's it. The cycle's degrading. That's it. The cycle's degrading. Reversing the temporal field. Try to interrupt it. A fully charged burst from the Saurus might do it.
Too late! The old man's errant specters have... Huh? Protean traces. Khan? Where is he? Where is my father?
That temporal effect again. And yes, there are your sensory feeds, just like last time. So, the Saurus worked. In a battle that never happened. Or did it? I have a headache.
Our people are calling in, Sparky. They're coming home. Tonight, all Fortuna will be singing a verse in your honor.
Another job well executed.
Solaris, we are reunited. Parents to children. Family to family. Take this time to hold one another. For tomorrow our struggle continues. We will persevere. Know that our emancipation is writ in the stars, with Solaris and Tenno united.
All set. Service your weapons myself.
The system shall change. No more clutching at sunk costs, imposed ideals, hand-me-down hopes. No, we are better than that. Corpus shall know a violent restructuring, but with time enough to face the impending threat from Tau with renewed and absolute vigor. Or not. Perhaps the rot is too deep. Perhaps the father should abandon his children. Perhaps it is time for a new philosophy. Life's just a bargain like any other. Yours is no different. Would you like a seat at my new table? Perhaps with your masked friends alongside? The business, was it? A curious name. And Udico, of course. All people who know what they want. I know what they want. But what about you? Tell me, friend. What is it you desire?
Operator, do you know which finger the Corpus used to count their money? The index.
cannot defy your creator. Even I make mistakes, like you.
Operator, are you alright? Your Delta Wave spiked for a moment. Ever since she
abandoned you.
was taken, Ordis knows just what you need. A comforting memory from my data store.
Ordis, don't! Forgive me. This is who you really are, a Tenno. More than human, but once a child like any other. What do you
That's
remember?
enough, Ordis. Scan for sentient energy on Earth. Recent activity.
I don't think... Oh, what's this? Marking on navigation. How did you know? Oh, Ordis, this is the operator we're talking about. I am not sensing any sentience, but there is something. Oh no, ghouls. Something must have disturbed their incubation sacs. A disgusting life cycle. Operator, I am just a bug-addled cephalon, but if you ever need to talk, Ordis would be happy to hear how depressed you are. I am not sensing any sentience, but there is something. Oh no, ghouls. Something must have disturbed their incubation sacs. A disgusting life cycle. Operator, I am just a bug-addled cephalon, but if you ever need to talk, Ordis would be happy to hear how depressed you are.
This place.
How? Did the Lotus show you?
I don't know, but I think she wants me to see this. I'll scan the scene, check for Warframe traces.
This blade may predate everything in your arsenal. Very faint traces of mineral exposure from Lua. Remnants appear to be of Warframe composition. I am not familiar with this design. Almost crude. If you can get another scan, I may be able to synthesize a partial schematic of the victim. I know what you're going through. With the Lotus, I mean. Remember how you abandoned me? But look at how
angry,
happy I am now. Don't worry, operator. We'll find her. Processing. I have extraction ready. I think you should hurry.
Ordis, what's going on?
Are they coordinating an ambush? I may have underestimated ghoul intelligence. Expect resistance toward the extraction zone.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
I've reconstructed what I could. Check your foundry, operator. Uncertain if any Tenno has linked with this design. The transference bolt seems different, but we cannot build this without more data.
What about Lua? You said there were traces on the weapon.
Right. One step ahead, aren't you, operator? Marking on navigation. Are you sure we want to build this Warframe? It could be dangerous.
What I saw... what the Lotus showed me. This Warframe knew Ballas. It tried to attack him.
What? The Warframes are transference controlled. Battle envoys for the operator to command. I don't understand.
This one is different.
An Orokin cipher? Impossible to bypass. They use mnemonic code glyphs drawn directly from your memory. Perhaps search the area? Curious. These markings seem fresh. Are there more? Another. Is that a paired symbol there?
The order may be important for the cipher. Ordis? What are these? Some new sentient design?
An old design. Mimics. Sentient mimics. These haven't been seen since the old war. How did mimics get to the origin system? Operator, be vigilant when approaching... things.
Things.
Sorry, I can't be more specific. memorize it. Another. And look, a different marking beside it. That should be the last one. Now, to figure out the correct ordering. You have all the codes, but the order seems wrong. These markings signify danger. Was this a containment cell for something?
Umbra. Cave-ins must have compromised the enclosure.
Likely. There are still strong aftershocks from when you put Lua out of the void.
It is with the greatest of risk that I commit this recording. The codices within reveal the hidden weakness of your most feared enemy. My creations, my frames of war.
A Vitruvian. This is rare Orokin technology. Incredible it survived this long. You should destroy it immediately.
What? No! We need to get inside. But it's locked to a new set of codes. I'm bringing it back for analysis.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Operator, I'd rather not connect that Vitruvian to my systems. It could
make me crazy!
Affect my systems in unforeseen ways.
This may have belonged to Ballas. He's our only way to the Lotus. Please, Ordis!
You had to say please, didn't you? Ordis, you need to learn how to stand up for yourself. To say no and mean it, even if it is the operator. I have been upgraded, Starchild. Your Warframe blueprint now has the required data. Check Foundry.
Good morning, old friend. I'm afraid the disease has taken your voice, but we've prepared the finest serums to treat you. Shall we pass the time with a game of Comey, like old times?
You remember this game, don't you? Think you'll move in the board's senses. Oh, this. I've had them fit you with a transference bolt in honor of our history together.
And look who hasn't left your side since you took ill.
Look at him, old man. Look at your son.
Can he hear me? Father? It's me, Isa. Do you remember me?
Of course he remembers you, young Dax.
Which will make this reunion all the more tragic when you watch him die.
Oris! What happened?
The Warframe I warned you not to build, that you built anyway, caused a massive transference overload and damaged my precepts. It has escaped out into the system.
When I linked to it, there was something there. A memory.
Warframes are transference proxies for the Star Child. They do not have memories.
Well, this one does. Might be why it's unstable. Ortis, let me look at the Vitruvian.
What led us here? You did, you vile blasphemies. Machines thinking, breeding. You were to bear us a new, promised land. But when you arrived at that distant world, you knew that in time, we would bring ruin to it as well, as we had to Earth. And so it was, we came to war.
Ortis, we need to track that Umbra Warframe.
Done, Star Child. Godchild, are you seeking revenge for its damage to me? Will you destroy this Umbra Warframe?
No, the codes are in his memory. If I can get close, I'll go in again and try to recover them. He's the key to finding the Lotus. I can feel it.
There it is. Approach with caution. Now, use it.
Your move. Curious. I see.
He loves this game. I'll never forget the time I finally beat him. But now I'm thinking he just let me win.
I see. Curious. Well played. You served with distinction, old Dax. We commissioned a portrait in your honor, there, on the wall.
The sentient battle at Hull. I can't imagine. You were awarded the Lua Cross for valor.
Will you follow in your father's path?
Of course.
He will, and his children will. You see, these are the stakes of this little game.
Each stone I capture will be another, and another, and another, culled from your subversive bloodline. You thought you could outplay me? I've had lifetimes to plan my defection. You spied on me, intercepted my communications. But I saw your move long before you took it. And so, we come to the consequences.
Father, you all right? Please, do something for him.
Starchild, maybe successful.
I couldn't breathe.
Somehow you are inverting the flow. Not from Tenno to Warframe, but Warframe to Tenno. There may be residual effects. Return to the ship.
Another job well executed.
Our hubris shone like a black star. For our technology, our war machines were your kin. How easily you turned them against us. We were forced to older means. Not circuits, nor light, but flesh and disease. Our horrors passed, our ravaged outer colonies became gardens. We cultured the infestation, conceiving of a hybrid, transformed, but only just. The Helminth was created, born to yield these new warriors, worthy of battle against you, the great and terrible Hunhao. We took our greatest, volunteers or not, and polluted them with these cultured reagents. They transformed. They became infested. but only just. Their skin blossomed into sword steel, their organs interlinked with untold resilience. Yet their minds were free of the infested madness. Or so we thought. We set them upon the battlefield, biodrones under our command. The Warframes, all of them failures. Surprised? They turned on us, just as you did. And so we had no choice but to commit them to grave. This is all you know, Hun-Ho, but there is a hidden half, a secret that lies within a place forbidden to you and your kind. I speak of the Void.
Starchild, repairs continue. Allow me to test vestigial precepts for a moment, like caring.
Operator, you need to stop this. You could suffer permanent harm from Umbra's memory. What if you internalize all this?
I feel like he's leading me to the truth about Ballas. Right now, it's all I have to go on.
Ballas must be tracking Umbra now. I'm detecting increased sentient presence in the area. area is locked down. We need to take care of those mimics. Keep searching. They are here somewhere. Lockdown ended. Very good. Now, where is that Warframe? See him, operator? Advise you approach with caution. That did it.
Trouble concentrating, old friend? Look at all your Comey stones I've taken.
This one, a brother. These three, his children. And on and on. All of these gone to the Jade Light.
Father, do you remember your Shazin? Remember how you'd sing to us? Smiles from Jiran?
How thoughtful to remind him of his better days. Come now, your move. Only a few stones left. Isa, looks like your father still has his sharp wit.
My father understands the game better than anyone.
Yet you couldn't understand why I give my secrets to our enemy. How could I betray my own kind? But you have never had to sacrifice your love for faith. Imagine to live forever with only one memory. Seeing the one you love die. But you would have to imagine a lovingly cultured infestation swarms within your blood. Your transformation has begun, reshaping you into a sacred surrogate of the unholy Tenno. A Warframe with but a single, burning memory. It is a miracle. But all miracles require sacrifice.
He's gonna kill him.
Who's going to what?
Ballas. He's going to kill his son, Isa.
But aren't these memories, Operator? You cannot undo what has been done.
Another job well executed.
Before the vain faith, our people held dualism as truth. That all things were of two parts, mind and body, consciousness and matter, of our world and the void. It was from there that our answer finally came. Distorted by vague horrors, we kept the Zariman survivors within a secret reservoir. They were the missing half. Transference linked. The Warframe's the body, and they the mind. I give you now the coordinates and codes to this place, but do not underestimate these devils somehow. They did what we could not. We had created monsters we couldn't.
I know what I have to do.
Operator?
I don't need to hear it. I lived it. Prepare the landing craft, Ordis. I'm going in. Myself.
I hope that doesn't mean what I think it does. Operator, please reconsider. You know how dangerous this is. The sentients will be here in force. This is why you bring a Warframe to these things.
My Warframe is here. I just have to find it.
is, Operator. The Umbra. Operator, please reconsider. You know how dangerous this is. The sentients will be here in force. This is why you bring a Warframe to these things.
My Warframe is here. I just have to find it.
There he is, Operator. The Umbra.
You have relived this moment countless times, but our minds are linked now. We'll face this together. This poison he's given you, it is taking your will away. You are a victim as much as your son.
Sorry, Isa. The time has come.
We are together.
I am honored to be your son.
Alice did this. Not you.
Don't worry, old friend. I'm not going to kill your boy.
You are.
Father? Father!
It's me, Isa. Do you remember your sharpening? I'll never forget the time I finally beat him. Father, you alright? We had created monsters we couldn't control. We drugged them, tortured them, eviscerated them. We brutalized their minds, but it did not work. Until they came. And it was not their force of will, not their void devilry, not their alien darkness. It was something else. It was that somehow, from within the derelict horror, they had learned a way to see inside an ugly, broken thing. And to take away its pain.
We accept this memory and move beyond its reach.
Operator, you did it! Your transference signal is clean, synchronized with that Warframe.
Mark a path to extraction. We've got one last mission before this is done.
Marking, but I'm detecting a mass of sentient forces converging on your location. Quickly, you may be able to escape.
No. Let them come.
Another job well executed.
Operator, we have no idea what Ballas is capable of. Please, reconsider this. Why would you risk it?
Ordis. I'd like to hear her.
Yes. Yes, of course. Accessing data store. Which should I play?
My child, so beautiful to behold. How do you feel?
Operator, there is much to be done. Please consult the navigation console. He is waiting for you, but I'm detecting powerful signals emanating from the courtyard. They are calling out for reinforcements across the entire system. You don't have long.
tried to release you from your torment, but it seems those devils rebuilt you.
What have you done with her? Ballas! Where is the Lotus?
Has the wolf become a dog? Is this Umbra or some Tenno?
Both.
Then both will burn!
Stop!
You think you can defy me? Not even your Tenno devil can. I created you.
The cycle is broken.
How I know what she sees in you.
Where is she? Where is the Lotus?
I am here, Tenno.
What? What have they done to you?
Nothing. This is what I am.
Drifting, gone beyond the bleak star. Mother, I am coming home.
I saw her, Ordis.
But it wasn't her, was it?
No. I don't know. But I'm going to find out.
Bold and uncompromising. Inbox messages await the operator. I wonder what they say.